Hello, this is Deborah from Visual Arts Debz Style. I've started to build a mushroom top and the stump out of some air dry clay. I'm going to start doing another one and show you how to do it. So I've made some little flat pieces. Now this has already started to crack, and that is great because that's going to be used. So all I'm going to do is separate and go into these cracks and use them to my advantage how I want them. So with my mushroom, I'm going to add tiny little pieces that I had just sort of wriggled between my fingers and just made little pieces. Now some of them have started drying, and I'm going to put a little bit of water on the top of my mushroom to help them go into the artwork. I do want to practice making a smaller mushroom later when I work out my big fingers to get around everything. Well, I wouldn't say big fingers, normal fingers, but I want to do some more intricate, smaller detailed work. Some smaller mushrooms and things for some artworks that I want to create. So I'm just taking little bits off of the clay that I've started breaking up into bits. Now the other day, I found in my kitchen cupboard these plastic measuring spoons, and I don't use them. I've got metal ones I'm already using, and I thought I'll bring them into my art room and see what I can do with them. And what I found out this morning is that I can actually use this to help me with a lot of shaping I'm doing. So I found the mushroom. If I turned it over, so there's my mushroom I've started on. If I've turned it over, I can press into it and bring that up the sides of the round measuring spoon. So it's giving me a formation underneath. So while I've got that actually turned upside down, I'm going to run some textured lines in the bottom of my mushroom. And I decided not to actually put the stump in there and keep it as one piece. I'm going to dry them separate. It will be easier for me to handle and work that way. So there's my mushroom upside down, and I'm just going to go and introduce those lines back where they were into the mushroom, because I do like that look. Kind of find them when you go around and pick up the mushrooms. We used to pick up bucket loads as kids. Okay, Mum would go home and cook them. So there's the inside of my mushroom, and there's the top. And I'm just going to make sure it does look like a nice big gap in there around. It's just a little feature I'm adding. There we go. And make sure I get my roundness back that way again. And I'm going to leave that, turn it upside down and sit it like that and just let it dry. So I'm happy with that. Now for the stump, I'm going to get another bit of air dry clay, just roll it around in my hands and start forming up the stump. Now I'm pressing the ends, for that's where the end's going to go up under the mushroom umbrella part, and this is going to go into the ground. Now, what I have noticed around some of the mushrooms, they have white feathery bits. Now, all I'm looking for is a rough feather part. So as I'm pinching it, I'm pinching out a thin bit, and I don't know how this is going to go. Hopefully air dry clay is going to dry it firm and it's not going to be too thin. I am making it very thin, so this is an experiment. Just with the slivers, just to see if it creates that effect. So it'd be interesting to find out. So here we are. I'm just putting a few of them around. And I might do one more fat one in there. Okay, so I'm just going to go around to the bottom and sort of join them up together and attach them to the bottom, and hopefully they will dry and be interesting. So there's my base, and here's my top bit, and I'm just going to put that aside and dry it, and then I'm going to make another mushroom. So you can wiggle it around a little bit if you want it to go a bit taller. And I might just cut the end of that up off there because it's not going the right shape how I want it. So there we go. And these bits I want to fold up to curl around and show. So there we go. I hope you can see that, what I'm doing there. So I'm just going to set that aside to dry. And it's sitting upright, actually, it's not moving. So I'm just going to do another one, and once again I can see there's some little cracks on the side, and I'm going to use them, and they're going to look very, very nice with my mushroom. So I'm going to start with the little dots again, and just place them over the top everywhere I want. You can do them different sizes, or you can actually do none at all. I just did a project there with a video of me making some mushrooms out of cardboard, and I painted the mushrooms and I added tissue paper to the top to give it a feathery effect, like the base of the bottom of the mushrooms. So I'm just going back to this mushroom and adding the different patterns on here, sizes,